So, very good morning, students. Welcome back to second year physics. So, in the previous class, actually, we finished about a related to the variation of resistance. So, with the temperature, and as well as we also finished about a graph related. And let us will move to the next one. That is about a combination of resistors. And one thing you remember for this year, 2020, for the year of 2020, this topic is deleted. So combination of resistors are deleted. Then also we have to teach, because in the next topics are connected with the combination of resistors. So in this combination of resistors, see, we have actually two types of combination of resistors. And one thing everyone remember, this topic is deleted, not required, but the concept is required for the next classes. That's what here. Come to the point is, there are two types of combination of resistors are there. One we can say series combination, and one more we can say parallel combination. So there are two types of combinations are there. One we can say series, and one more we can say parallel combination, right? So let us series combination, will move to the first one, series. So what will be the series? Series in the sense is, if there are number of resistors. So resistor symbol, and we know resistor, so that if number of resistor, see, this is the one resistor you take, this is the first terminal and there is a second terminal, and the first resistor second terminal is to be connected to the second resistor first terminal like this. And come to the point is, the second resistor second terminal is to be connected to the third resistor first terminal, and like third resistor first terminal is to be connected to the fourth resistor first terminal, and so on, it is to be connected like this. So this process, in this process, the first resistor first terminal and the last resistor second terminal is to be connected to opposite terminal of a battery of EMF E, opposite terminal of a battery of EMF E, right? Okay, now let us, I'll show you that. For the series combination, you take a first one, series. In this series is, see, let us first resistor, resistance is R1, and it is the first terminal, and it is the second, first terminal, and it is second terminal. For the resistance one, the second terminal is to be connected to the second resistor, first terminal. And here, this second resistor first terminal is to be connected to the third resistor of the first terminal, and so on. It is the last resistor and the first resistor. The first resistor of a first terminal and the last resistor of a second terminal are to be connected to the opposite terminal of a batteries. Simple it is. So this combination, which we can call as the series combination. So in this series combination, usually this is the battery of resistance, battery of EMF, you say E, or we can say V. And therefore, this is the higher potential and it is a lower potential. So when there is a current flows and it is enters. So in this combination, current I is entering through the resistance R1, as well as the current flow as it is whatever the current entering in the first resistor, and it is leave out from the last resistor is same. Suppose the current is 5 ampere is entering and the leave also same 5 ampere only. This is the rule. And here, there will be a potential difference between the end of the each resistor is, you say, V1, and the second resistor is V2, and third resistor is V3 like this. Whereas the current remains the same in case of a series combination. This is the very, very important, because already we know in case of a capacitors, there also in series combination charges remains the same. Here also current is remains the same, because there is no junctions. If there any junctions, there may be current is divided, but in this situation what happens, whatever the current is entering, yes, at enter this point and it is leave at the C, there is no junctions, no, so that in this situation there will be a current is remains same each and every resistor. That's what here, the ratio of currents, there is a one question is there, that is the ratio of currents. You see, the ratio of currents will be I1 is to I2 is to I3 is to so on is equal to 1 is to 1 is to 1, because they are same, no? Current through the each resistor is same, Therefore, it remains the same. That's what we can say 1:1:1:1. Let us, we need to find a effective resistance in case of a series combination. So now, here we have to find the effective resistance, that is we can say R effective. In case of a series combination, you say RS. So this we have to get, because resistors, individual resistors, resistance is R1, R2, R3. No? So that by using a series combination, now we need to get a effective, or we can call total resistance of the combination. So usually we know there is a potential difference according to the Ohm's law. Yes, you take as Ohm's law, V is equal to, we say, I into R, right? There will be a potential difference is different for each resistor, but the current is remains same, no? So use that total potential. Total potential is V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, because we are using only 3 resistors, right? And usually you take V is equal to IR, and V1 is equal to, you say, IR1, and V2 is equal to IR2, and V3 is equal to IR3. Now these are values here you substitute. IR is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3, right? So this I is cancelled. R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. This we can call effective resistance, or in series combination, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3. Suppose in this situation, if there are n resistors are connected, in series, I mean to say each resistance is you take as the capital R. So R effective will be, we can say, R plus R plus R plus, so on up to NR. So that effective will be, in case of a series combination, we can say NR, N into R. N into R we can take like this. So that here, in case of a series combination, NR like this. Now there are some questions are there related to this. Suppose if I take a, in series combination is asking find the ratio of potential difference. Is asking about a potential difference. Of course, V1 is to, V2 is to, V3 is equal to, because if you take a individual resistors potential difference like V1, V2, V3, no, therefore V1 is to, V2 is to, V3 is equal to, we say here it is R1 is to, R2 is to, R3 is to, and so on, because it is the different for different resistors, no, so that it is becomes what happens to be like this. Clear? So this is will be what about a potential difference as well as the ratio of currents in case of a series combination will be like this. Okay. Now come to the point is, suppose if I take a 2 resistors are connected in the series, only 2 resistors you take. So for the 2 resistors, now is asking find a potential differences. Suppose for this resistor potential difference is V1, and for this resistor potential difference is V2. For this resistor potential difference is V3. Then what will be the V1? What will be the V2? What will be the V3? We have to get. So by using a series combination, again we need to get a potential differences. So now come to the point. Remember, series in the sense is flow of current is same through the all resistors. If it is same, then we can say the combination we can call as the series combination. This is a very, very important information in case of a series combination, right? Right. Now let us we need to find the potential differences of the given resistors. Suppose I want to calculate V1 is question mark and V2 question mark. So now here come to the point. Actually current through the resistors are same, no? That mean here I1 is equal to, you say I2. That is through this resistor you say I1, through this resistor is I2. Of course it is same, but the total potential will be V1 plus V2. And come to the point is, let us, here it is, I is equal to, we say V by R, right? According to the current statement, we can say I is equal to V by R. So here suppose I want to write here I1 is equal to V1 by R1 and I2 is equal to V2 by R2. So here the given condition is I1 is equal to I2, no? Then V1 by R1 is equal to V2 by R2. Now let us, you add both side 1. This is the method to get. So V1 by R1 plus, before adding, better you take like this. So this cross multiply V1 by V2 and R1 by R2. So here you add both side 1, of course R1 by R2 plus 1. Therefore V1 plus V2 by V1 is equal to R1 plus R2 by R2. V1 plus V2 is nothing but a what? V. So here V by V1 is equal to R1 plus R2 by R2. Now V1 is equal to, cross multiply this, VR2 by R1 plus R2. Simple. Look at you. For the first potential difference, now for the first potential difference, V1 is equal to VR2 by R1 plus R2. Here one resistor is 2. Suppose in similar way, V2 I need to write. So VR1 by R1 plus R2. That's all. Just you change a number. Here 1 is there, no? Resistor is 2. Here 2 is there, no? Resistor is 1. That's all. This is the method to get the potential differences. And for any resistor, any number resistor is given, then you take the method is to be like this. So this is the combination we can call as the series combination. Let us, we'll move to the next combination. That is about a parallel combination. Right. So the next combination is parallel combination. So the parallel in the sense is, sir, what will happen in the parallel combination? Suppose you take a number of resistors. Once again I'll show you. This is the resistor 1 and this is the resistor 2 and this is the resistor 3. So this resistors 1 first terminal and the second resistor first terminal, third resistor first terminal. All are to be connected at one point. Like in the second terminals are connected to the other end of the other point. So these 2 points are connected to the opposite terminal of a battery. I'll show you. Look at, this is the resistor 1, this is the resistor 2 and it is a resistor 3. Your wish, you take any number. Say each resistor is R1, R2, R3 and R4 and so on. See, all first terminal are to be connected at one point like this and all second terminal are to be connected at other point. These 2 points are connected to the opposite terminal of a battery. That's all. This combination we can call as the parallel combination. So in this parallel combination, what is happening? Let us, for this parallel combination, positive, negative, therefore there is a current is enters at a junction A. Simple. At this junction, current is divided as to be like this. See, at a junction, the current is to be divided because the current I entering at a junction A, now it is divided as I1, I2, I3 and I4. So again it is come out with same I. And in case of a parallel combination, you remember here the potential differences are same, V. So you say V is constant here. So the ratio of potential differences in case of a parallel combination, the ratio of potential differences V1 is to V2 is to V3 is to V4 is to and so on is equal to 1 is to 1 is to 1 is to 1, because it is remains the same. Each and every resistor potential difference is same. So that there will be ratio will be what happens 1 is to 1 is to 1 is to 1. Now let us, we need to find a effective resistance, that we can say in case of a parallel combination effective resistance is Rp, we need to get P for parallel, or we can say total resistance of the combination. Now let us, in case of this, there will be a potential difference is same, but whereas the current is I is equal to, here you write total current, here it is the total current I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 and so on. Let us, so we know according to the Ohm's law again, V is equal to actually IR, but I is equal to V by R, right? Here you write V by R, that is I is equal to, and you say I1 it is, and go for I2, it is R1 V by R2, I3 is V by R3, and I4 is V by R4 and so on. So here you write V by R is equal to V by R1, V by R2, V by R3, V by R4. So suppose you take a common V and you cancel it, and whatever it is left over you write here like this, right? And it is, you say Rp. This is the parallel combination effective resistance Rp. So here it is to be when there is a resistors are connected in the parallel combination, therefore the effective will be 1 by R1, 1 by R2, 1 by R3, 1 by R4 and so on. If there are n number resistors are connected, if n number resistors are connected in series, in parallel, if in parallel, therefore 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R plus so on. It is identical resistors, you say. These all are identical resistors, so that we can say for identical resistors is Rp is equal to 1 by Rp is equal to N by R. Then Rp is equal to R by N. So this is about a what? Effective capacitance in case of a parallel combination. And you remember, in case of a parallel combination, if here the resultant will be what happens, it is reduces by the effective capacitance is reduces by the individual resistors of magnitude. Suppose I will give you an example. Each resistor is, say suppose is given as like a 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm. There are how many number resistors are given? Like a 5 number resistors are connected in a parallel. See, these are all are equal resistors, no? If all are equal, then effective resistance will be, it is, you say, each resistor of resistance is 4. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Otherwise, you take a 4 better. So, n is equal to what now? By 4. So that it is becomes 1. See, the effective resistance is reduces, the resistance, resultant resistance is reduces, here it is of the individual resistors. Because individual you see it is a 4 ohm, no, but effective will be what happens, it is 1. So like that here, for the combination of parallel, there will be a effective resistance is, it is less than the individual resistor of resistance. Whereas in case of a series combination, if these are connected in the series, therefore Rs is equal to, you say it is n into R, no, then Rs is equal to 4 into 4. What is this? 16 ohms will get. So this is will be increases. In case of a series, what will happen? It is increases. In case of a parallel combination, that effective will be decreases. But in case of a series, what happens? It is increases. This is the very, very important. And come to the point is, in this case, the ratio of is asking the ratio of, see, here it is actually ratio of current is asking. So that the ratio of currents will be I1 is to, I2 is to, I3 is to, so on is equal to 1 by R1 is to, 1 by R2 is to, 1 by R3 is to, and so on. So this is the way we need to get the effective resistance and as well as the ratio of the currents. So okay, here it is related to the parallel combination. Now let us will move to the, suppose I need to say if there are only two resistors are connected in the parallel combination, you take like this. If there are only two resistors are connected in the parallel, sir, what will happen? The effective resistance, of course. Right, come to the point is, if there are only two resistors are connected in the parallel like this, you take, or else you connect in this way like this, right? So this is the R2 and there will be I2 current and it is V. So now 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So 1 by Rp is equal to R1 plus R2 by R1 R2. So Rp is equal to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. This is the effective capacitance. This is what it is about, a effective effective resistance in case of a parallel combination, right? So like this way we need to get all the values in case of a parallel combination. And here suppose you need to find a I mean to say currents for individual currents. So here we can take like this. Suppose in case of a this current is, suppose you say for I1, suppose I want to calculate I1 current, then I1 is equal to, we can say like this, I1 is equal to R2 by I1 plus I2, R1 plus R2. I2 we need to write, then R1 I by R1 plus R2. Not required to do the derivation, just now we did in case of a series combination. This is the individual currents for the given resistors, right? So I1 is R2 I by R1 plus R2, I2 is R1 I by R1 plus R2. So this is about what in case of a parallel combination as well as the series combination, the effective resultants will be like this, right? So this is about today's class, and we'll see in the next class. Thank you very much.